When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad from the American, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will have first crack at this one. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
And the 49ers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down. The 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. So Georgia's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. On the move, it's Moulton. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this team.
Touchdown, Niners! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched the sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the run, it's Reed. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got the back over the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Georgia going up tempo. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 11 over the Judicials. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Moving away from pressure. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Hopkins. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it himself and gets the first. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. Oh, a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's second and long. On the run, it's Moulton. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Dances away. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
On the option, the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, he got a hand on it. It's blocked.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for space, it's Reed. Got the first down and more. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Jerry Richardson Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the 49ers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Georgia sent out the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's going to get loose. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You can... put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit, you cannot turn the football over and expect to win game.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it inside the 25. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 49ers are rolling down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown 49ers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the run, it's Moulton. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Steps away to find some room. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Well, they try to fake left and go bootleg right. Really nothing happening on that one. That doesn't mean they have to shelve that play, though. There's some window dressing you can add to that. Maybe get a tight end out in the flat. Maybe a receiver working an out-breaking route for you on the boundary. Give the quarterback.
Touchdown, Charlotte! And the beatdown has ensued.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 31 over the Groupers. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. To the air on first down. Right on the money.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the give off the left side. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a crease. It's Curry. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw it sharp. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 15. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive. score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. And some room to work. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Dogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. And off from the shotgun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field, and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Man, you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Moulton. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Made a defender miss. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out. They've run.
Turning on the Jets. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much...
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. It'll be 3rd and long. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. On 3rd down, going up top. On the run, fires downfield. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.